Hello, everyone, and welcome to our February 2022 mortgage and market update. Nicole, I am so glad you are here with me today. We have a lot to talk about.
Absolutely.
And yes, and the market's just going crazy right now. So much so, I was just reading an article recently about how the Colorado Association of Realtors says that the appreciation of homes since the pandemic have started here in Colorado has gone up 32%. And that is a drastic number because nationally, isn't the appreciation rate around 3.6%?
Yes. Historic appreciation is 3.6%. It's actually jumped to 3.9 just with the last 2 years. And you have to think, to move it 0.3 on all of history,
Yeah,
it means it moved a lot in the last 2 years.
exactly. So put that into terms for Coloradans.
Yeah.
Does that mean their obviously home prices are going up, but kind of put that in terms for anyone watching this about what that means for their home?
So absolutely. Appreciation and median price growth are two different things. And so associations are going to always use price growth. DMAR does it too. We have a monthly report that we print out that says all of the median prices within the 11 county areas. This particular one was the Association of Colorado. So it was all of Colorado properties. And it looks at what is the median price. So you have average, which you have all of the price points divided by the number of units, and then you have median, what's in the middle. So the median has been going up, and historically, Denver's median price growth is 6%. So to see 18% like we did last year, that's really high. Part of that has to do with the price growth, that individual home is going up in price. Part of it has to do with the fact that middle point is moving up because there's more homes at the upper price than the lower price, meaning there's just not enough inventory at the lower prices. People are building them to rent, they're holding on to them and they're converting them into rentals, or they're just simply not selling them. So those homes aren't coming on the market. So that median price is, yes, part and part because all home prices are going up, but it's also because more of the higher price points are being sold.
Wow, thank you for that perspective. And speaking of the homes being in the luxury standpoint, I read another article that luxury, what does that even mean anymore, especially for homeowners here in Colorado and in the Denver area. $1 million property, that's kind of the norm now. So much so I just pulled numbers this morning, and granted, we are doing this video on a Tuesday, 2/22/22, a very special day. However, when I pulled numbers this morning, just in the city of Denver, single family homes on the market right now under $1 million, 89. That's 89. it. 89 homes for people to choose from. And that's, they could be total gut remodels or they could be brand new. But with that said, if I took off the price point, just single family homes active on the market right now and get rented, yes, again, this is a Tuesday that we're doing this video, 132, not that far off. So that's not a lot to choose from. And that's why these buyers are getting so stressed out because of the lack of inventory that we keep talking about. So let's think strategically. What are some options that buyers can do from a lending standpoint? And I know that we talked about appraisal bridge coverage, appraisal gap coverage that some buyers know of. What do they need to look out for if they are going to offer that on their contracts? And what do they need to know about that?
Absolutely. And this is a nationwide issue, right? Regretfully, it's not just Denver. You wish, okay, well, I can leave Denver and I can go to another metro. NAR just put out a report. I just wanted to parallel some of the numbers that you're seeing here locally. NAR put out a report that showed month over month from December to January, they had 910,000 homes for sale in December, 860,000 homes in January. And I want to put a little perspective on that because NAR also includes those homes that are under contract already, pending, or new builds that have been sold but not completed. If you take those out, you only have 255,000 homes that you could actually put a bid on, get under contract, and move into. So 255, there's 3.3 million people in Denver alone.
Right.
That's a lot of people, very few homes. And so this is across the board. This kind of demand or this kind of lack of supply is going to take years to unpack. And our demand continues to be strong. Birth rates 30 years ago tell us that. So as a buyer, you have to be strategic. You have to be all in. You can't dip your toes in. You can, but it's going to just be stressful for you and your agent as you try to figure out the market. But if you're all in, you can use some of the strategies that Marybeth and I enjoy sharing with our buyers. One of them is this appraisal gap insurance or appraisal waiver, a lot to do with appraisals. So right now, regretfully, people are having to offer more for a home than it's listed at. If you're going in right out of the gate, like if it's the first weekend that home is market, you're probably going to have to offer more than list. If that house has been on the market for a week or two, you're probably going to get it at list and then maybe even below list. So that would be a strategy for first-time home buyers using government loans like FHA and VA and USDA. But if you're going to go in the first weekend and you want to really get that deal and you know that the showings are all booked up, it's probably going to have several offers, you're probably going to have to put in over. So say you find a home that you really like for $600,000 and you put in an offer for $650,000. You have a choice whether you're going to cover that gap. So if you put an offer at $650,000, are you going to cover the difference between $650,000 and the appraisal? Now, 8% of the appraisals in the Denver metro are coming in low. 8%. 20% in the entire state of Colorado are coming in low, and that's for January. And I'll get updated numbers for February and the beginning of March. So there is some odds that appraisal will come in low. If you're putting more than, say, 3 or 5% down, maybe you're putting 10% or 20% down, we can actually play with your numbers so that even if the appraisal comes in low and you're one of those 8%, then we don't have to change your loan amount or any of the financial structure of your loan using mortgage insurance to help you cover that difference if the appraisal is lower than your offer price.
Wow. So a lot to talk about and a lot to think about for the buyers out there. I know I'm working with buyers right now, and like you said, you have to be all in. And not only all in, you got to dive in. Don't put your toes in, just go ahead and dive in, because it is a tough market out there.
Yeah.
So a lot of food for thought. And of course, if anyone has any more questions or any more strategies they want to talk about with Nicole, I will have all of Nicole's information down below this video. And if you want to go start looking at houses, if you want to sell your house, please give me a call. I will have all my information down below too. Nicole, I will see you next month for March, and we will talk about the upcoming spring market. I'm super excited for that. And hopefully we'll talk about more inventory coming on the market too.
Yes. Yes.
Have a great day.
All right. Bye-bye.